Uh, we have start with how many pages our, our project need to include. This is very important and that will help you with what I've mentioned here, images, content, other things. Now, for example, in common website, we have 5 pages. 5 pages. That is minimum a website can have. Now we have home, we have about us, we have product, stroke services. In some business, they have it separate. They have contact and they have blog, as case may be. Some company have services. Yeah. Hello, hello, can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, just be following. I've already presented. You can mute your mic so that you can be listening to me. Yeah. Yeah. What I'm saying is that the minimum website can have is 5 pages. We have home, about us, product, contact, and blog. In most cases, some company have it separate. They have product, they also have services. Are you getting me? Their company have product and they have services, and some company have it separate, bind together. Or they have vice versa. Some company also only have services, some company have product, they don't have services. Yeah, its case may be. Now, this is the minimum pages the website can ask or have. Now, is now depend on these pages what images, the content you're going to write is going to fall on. Yeah. If they have more than this, maybe there are some company they have, in most cases, some company often have privacy policy, and they have, some company have career, uh, um, and what else, and so on and so forth like that. You need to plan before you start the project, before you start go to Wordpress, install, do all those things. You need to plan all these pages. You can use like Microsoft Office to write home pages, list the content, list the image that you want to put on it. Then this will going to help you a lot. If it is customer that provide you those informations, you may need to get it clear. So if you're able to have all these informations already complete, when you go to install your theme, plugins, everything will be like a magic to you. Because in a very short time, you will finish everything. You will finish anything. That, it won't be like when you get to about us page, you are now starting to search on images to use. You are starting looking for all those things. That will take you maybe 1, 2, 3 days sometimes. At the end of the day, you will start tired. Ah, oh, how can I do this job? Oh, they have not sent a contact clinical. But if you start at the beginning, you list all these pages, you segment it. You know the content that will comfort, you know the content that will follow. For example, let's open a website here. Now, this is our academy website. If you are planning these home pages now, we know how many content. Now, see, we have a like of our hero page. We have our hero page that show everything you can imagine is real. Are you getting me? That is how all these things may be part of content you are putting enroll now. Okay, best investment account. All this one, we have already planned these things before we start development. We know all these functions is going to be inclusive. Then, although you may in some as you are going, maybe you need to adjust, do all those things at the process, but you still need to have minimum. For example, this project is our project. We may decide to work 20% today, tomorrow 10%, next tomorrow 5%, as the case may be. And may determine a day and say we are not doing any other thing. This is what we are doing. So our project, when you come to customer project, you can't handle it like that. You can't handle that. You need to plan everything so that everything will be ready immediately. It won't be a time of now be thinking of maybe no, not be maybe. You plan everything. Are you getting me? Yeah, all these things is very, very important. Very, very important. And so because you need to show that this website I'm showing is my project. This particular website is done by Echo Team. Are you getting me? I use Echo Team to develop this website. Do you get what I'm saying? Like this, okay, I'm not presenting my page. Let me present so that you can be seeing my page. Sorry. Uh, now, now, let me show you this particular website. We use Echo Team to design it. We use Echo Team. It's my client. Hmm? He's one of the professors in Olabisi Onabanjo University. It's my guy. Yeah, I've been working for Uma, maybe go to like 4 to 5 years now, if more. Doing a lot of projects with the owner. And this is a personal website for the Uma. Like it's like this website is delivered with my student. My student do this website. I just monitor it. And they have very big pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have eight. They have eight. What do you call? 8 pages. This is common one on the navigation. This is common one on the navigation. Like you may you see it. Yeah. But it's not so much content, very big content, but nevertheless, you need to plan all these pages one after the other to show, are you getting me, of what you are delivered to your client, so that it will be you do small. And believe me, one of the issue that will cause you is that the if you don't plan ahead, the customer will put a lot of problem to your side, saying you are delaying their job. You are delaying their job. You are not deliver on time. Are you getting me? Maybe at the beginning of your discussion, you are saying 2 weeks. But meanwhile, because you don't plan ahead before you promise, before you say, when you go to ready, no problem, sir, or ma, let me get everything so that I can now promise you. So, that means you need to now come back here, see all the pages required based on discussions, see can you get image for them, are they do the written for you, are you the one that are doing the written, as all the plugin and the theme you want to use, they are ready to pay for it, and you see that everything in the website can be achieved with you. You are not going to need third party. That's another case. Maybe particular thing there, like for example, the client doesn't have logo. Now you are not a logo designer. You want to talk to a designer to do a logo for you. Are you getting me? Or any other thing that be necessary. Now you need to factor all those things. You need to contact those person and know surely they can get the logo for you in a day or 2 days or 3 days, and see how you can align with the client time as well, and see everything before you now say, okay, with everything now it's 10 days, it's 20 days, it's 30 days, and your money is 200,000, your money is 50,000. Meanwhile, another thing you need to pay attention that you can't start doing all this wahala without show of money. I won't advise you to start a project without payment, but you can quickly do overall of when the client already tell you, okay, this is the website you want. Those one is just discussion, like you are doing a kind of discovery with your client. You are trying to understand your client very well. That one may not be issue with you. Hence, let customer give you the functionality of what you want. Do research on it. Look at how many page. Ask the questions. Are you replicating or replicating the content of that page, as in exactly the number of pages they want, or you want to add to, you want to remove from it? Let the client give you all those feedback. When they give you feedback, you know that okay, there are just 5 pages, and you may even assume that don't worry, let me calculate that I'm the one doing the image. You calculate the image, you calculate everything, and you click customer at 200,000. That is too much. It's not too much, sir. Like you are negotiating, and let you know that okay, as you are negotiating, you can ask him that okay, don't forget you need to provide us all these images, all these content of everything, or are we the one that are doing it? You say, sir, it's 250,000 with content and image 250,000. But meanwhile, you have already calculate the images and everything and before you start 200,000. That's what no, why that is too much now. No, not more content is not an issue. It's end of the day, maybe now say okay, I'll provide the content and I can take 200. That is too much. 180 and 170. You may not look at it and say okay, if something you can quickly work around it based on your calculations and see that is very necessary. As I said, try to document all the content and the resources you need before you start your job. And one of the things that's also necessary is the team. Now look at this company. This company is major color is green. You can see almost everything we use here is green apart from images. And all these images not done by us, it's the client decisions. But the team, they design everything focus on green. So you may only to understand what is the color palette for the client and work around that. And work around that so that you're able to deliver a brand not when their color is green you are using blue you are using red because you see it's nice. No, you need to understand the color concept of the design as well, see how you can work with it, and mostly all the team allow you to work around that. Let me show you something. uh in Echo team, if you go to dashboard. Okay. Import plugins. Okay, I'm coming. Okay, I've not installed. Okay, I can go through here. Oh, sorry, I've not installed some plugins. It may not quickly allow me in. Sure. Now, let me see if I can borrow a website to deliver that. Okay, this is the back end of Zero Media Academy. Now, although you cannot see most of our color team here because it's it's a custom development, but nevertheless, I can still show you some things in customizations so that you can quickly work around the team. What we call the team, the company color. What happen now? Yeah, the company color so that it will reflect their brand. But you need to work around that. And different team have different color guide. Are you getting me? Different team have different color guide. Let me see. Do I have access to that from here? I don't have access. Sorry. Maybe if I will try to install and maybe at round up tomorrow, I will show all those things properly. Now, like you need to understand the color team of any business you are working with and work around that particular team to deliver uh, their project. That is another thing I want to add to that. I don't know, maybe there is a questions, there is some clarifications before I move to any other. Although for today, I've complete my okay. Yes, it's remain one. Show your work now. Now let me take question first before I move forward. Auntie Mariam, hello, hello, Auntie Mariam, hello, hello. Yes, for the benefits of people that are not able to join the class today, uh, I want us to quickly see important. There's a book I want to quickly recommend for us. Even the name of the book is my last part of my discussion to show your work. Mm? We the book will give us why important we need to push our share the e-copy of it with us later. Mm? Mm? This particular author have like uh, two books. You can see still like an artist. The two books is a book that anybody that are in creative, mm, in design, tech may need to read. There are very good resources that you can quickly tap in from and benefit from it. That this particular material go to help us to know that how you can able to get uh, return on your investment. Like you come for training now, you are able to do one or two things. Then how do you want to get the money you have spent um here back? It's very necessary. You are not doing thanksgiving or it's not mosque donation you do or church donations, but it's an investment because that is the way I view it. It's an investment that is a very important that you may need to quickly uh, looking at how you can quickly get back what you invest. This is very important. Now, working on this, reading these materials will give you more insight, and that is uh, aspect of what I want to discuss. And I'm expecting everybody will be able to present some of their materials today, but as God, as we have it, we don't have many people on call today. I don't know any challenges about that, but nevertheless, I will urge every one of us to look at how you can put all these things in practice. Hmm? How you can put all these things in practice, so that you can benefit from it. Auntie Mariam, Lolo said, okay. Yeah, yes. I wanted to see your project before, but since you say your system is off now, okay. No, I'm talking of the one you have at least work on. Let's see any yes, just to navigate almost everything, but and do you see have access to put it on, or that will be later? Are you have access to put it on now, or that will be later? Yes. Do you still have access to put it on, or okay, okay. No problem. If you have access to it, I'm still available to like maybe 7, 8. I'm still available. I can quickly take that. Mm? Maybe and what I'm saying before you join back is this particular materials. Can you see my screen? Okay. The book called Show Your Work. Hmm? Show your work. Most of us, one of the challenges we have is that we be the one, uh, we be our judges. We judge ourselves, and as immediately we practice that particular thing, it will push out one of the problem designer have, what we call let me remember, and I remember now some minutes and it just went off my head. As in, you want to perfectionist, yeah, perfectionist. You get it? Perfectionist. Can you perfectionist is one of the problem designer or developer, anybody that working in creative industry has. Even me that I'm talking to you is also a challenge to me, but in most cases we try to overcome it. um Personally, I have moved very huge level of overcoming perfectionist. Perfection is a problem. It's a very big problem. Even it's a problem that can destroy someone's work, and something that can even make someone bankrupt, even with all the skill, all the expertise that that person has may went off without any profit for that particular people if someone fall to the virus of perfectionist. You may need to Google it to read more about it so that you can get more in depth of it than what I'm saying here. Are you getting me? It's a very big problem, and how that thing happen is that when you do some things and you believe it's not good, you are now looking at, maybe I do a job now, I'm now looking at Mr. Fatai job, that Mr. Fatai able to do this. Are you getting me? And I'm now afraid to say that I can do the same thing Mr. Fatai is doing. Or Aunty Mariam have done some things, I'm now judge myself that síbẹ̀ nìkan ló ṣe tó fine yìí, why tell me o say fine kò wá okay, kò ṣeé show, kò ṣe kíní kan. No, see, in most cases people Mr. Fatai or Aunty Mariam is that working for is not the same thing as my own client. They are different people. What Mr. A wants may be different from what Mr. B. And in most cases, if you show your work to client, you are the one that saying it's not good. It may be the best job the client ever seen in his or her life. Like, don't be afraid of how your job look, how your what you do or what you does is look like. Don't care. Show it. Let people say, Sister Mariam, your job is not fine, it's not good, I want adjustment. Brother Fatai, ẹni láti adjust iṣẹ́ yìí o, mi ò like ẹ̀, kọ́lọ̀ tẹ̀ fi síbi mi ò sí kíní kan. That's all, you get a feedback and it's normal. It is normal. It's not problem. I do something even after more than 8-10 years, customers still come to me and telling me what I'm doing is not okay. Don't feel embarrassed. Don't feel a kind of, maybe you have used 10 hours working on the job and someone tell you it's not fine and now feel angry. Don't feel angry. Why are you feeling angry? It's a feedback. It's a very necessary. If you are getting angry with people's comments, you won't be able to make any kobo from this industry. I can bet it, because you are going to be losing customer from time to time. Don't feel embarrassed. Be okay with it. Be okay. Be fine with the feedback. One of the things that developed me more in design industry is that I don't mind anybody. I can show a 10-year-old boy my design and say, Fadila, how do you see this job? And say, this is fine. This is not good though. Why not put white? Why not put green? I don't concern with what he's saying. I'm trying to understand her. I'm trying to understand him. And I use my expertise, my understanding about design and what that person is saying and judge the job. I can look, he said white. I may think that, okay, because this person is asking for white, because he doesn't know black is even the better for this thing, I will not put black. Do you get me? That is why another thing we need to do as part of our job is to read. You read a lot of things about design, about development, about what new with tools, everything we are using, so that it can help us a lot. Are you getting me? It can help us a lot. That is one of the things that we may need to add to our skill set. Please don't feel embarrassed. Don't feel disappointment that I'm working on this job since 3 days ago, and this man now come now say the job is not good. Don't feel embarrassed. Don't feel anyhow. Be okay. Try to get that feedback. Jot it down. Write it down. See how you can make adjustments. Sometimes not all the feedback you attend to. Some feedback, you just need to let that person understand what you are doing. Now, for example, this particular website I showed you some minutes ago is I think I've closed the website. Sorry. Okay, let's take this example now. This particular color we are using for Duro Media has a lot of purpose. Let's say I'm just a design for Duro Media, and the company now come to me and say, why blue and orange? Why? Kí ló dé? Why are you giving us blue and orange? I will say, sir, please let me explain. Now, what I understand about Duro Media Academy is a design and creative company. Now, we are using orange because you are into creativity, the youthful. That is what orange represents. Blue is about information, it's about trust. People cannot come to you as a Duro Media Academy without trust you. Then one of the things blue getting to people especially is trust. It's about information. You disseminate information to people by teaching them information about a lot of things. You get it? That person come to me saying why blue, and I'm letting him understand that this is because of blue represents your brand most. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, this is one of the things that don't feel about. If I'm now say that why this man is insulting, say why blue blue blue, and doesn't know anything, because me normally I know that person doesn't know anything telling me why I use blue, because I know what his company is all about, and I using blue when I know the best thing that person needed. But coming to me and shout on me that why blue now, $0 why blue now, I get me. Now, if I feel embarrassed and I feel humiliated somehow that I now want to retaliate, we are going to fight. It's my customer. I need to come there. I need to just help him understand that this is what's going on. And if that person now insist that no, he doesn't want to understand. Okay, what do you want? He said his color is what? Is a burgundy gray. Okay, I'll go and put it there. Maybe you're going to pay me. Pay me my money and get out. What thing that when I look at the job is worst job to me, I can't present to someone else that I'm going to do this job. I won't put it on my portfolio and I won't put my imprint on it. Nobody will know it's coming from me. Are you getting me? That is worst thing that can happen. That is the worst thing that can happen. Like, you don't need to feel embarrassed and you don't need to feel a little bit disappointed what someone give you a feedback or comment on your job. But what is very, very important is that you need to show your job. You need to show your work. Let's put it up. I said, I think maybe second discussions on this training, I said, let everybody start putting on their status that I'm a web designer. I don't think any one of us try to do that. And that is one of the things that affecting us to get a feedback or to get a return on our investment. You pay money to do this training, you need to get the money back. You need is very important. Then put it on status, you are a designer. If you collect the job, you need some advice. I will give you advice, I will give you some guide how you can go around it and you work on the job. Like I said, practice. Practice will make it perfect the job. And you make your hand stable with working with any tools. Yeah, working with anything and that is why we start with what we call starting was working with your system. You don't need internet, you don't need any other thing except when you install those plugins. And if I'm the one, I can download all the plugins that Echo team require to my system. Then when I want to use working for another project, I will install it, put it at the back, boom, and working on it. I may not need internet to do any other thing and small job. Internet will require for me. Then you can quickly work around this thing. When you practice with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 websites, you are going to see that the job is going to be easier for you, more easier, more convenient for you to do. You will feel confident that anybody that comes to you as a web designer, you are going to work it out. If you want to read, nobody is knowing everything all, and that is very important to you. As I'm being your instructor today, I'm still consulting some people, I'm still having discussion with people, I'm still having a lot of conversation with other developers, designers all around, reading a lot of books, knowing more things, and that is required to human being. You can't know it all. And if you are thinking until you know 100, you are going to start. I'm so disappointed. You don't know it. You won't know it because even if you don't face problem, You don't know who you are and what level you are. You have a project and you are scared of not committing error. How do you want to start doing it? After you commit error, that is why you get help. Ah, you shout, mo ti dáràn o, ta ni yóò help me o? When you be able to shout like 3 4 times, you see someone will tell you, Aunty Mariam, no, what is what plugin you use that cause that problem now? They will help you out. And one of the things I will do for us later is that I'm going to add you to a very big platform of Wordpress designer in Nigeria that you can even interact with other designers, ask questions, see a lot of events that happen. You can join them to learn more and more. And that is what the other part of my agenda for today look like. I don't know if there's going to be any other questions, clarifications for today. Aunty Mariam, any question? Okay. Madam Fatai, any questions? All right, thank you. Now, if there's no any questions, I think for working with WordPress, to me, I've give you almost everything you need. But it can't be end like what I said earlier. You can't know it all. Hmm? You still need to continue learning almost every seconds. And what that made those learning faster is uh, is by practicing, by do some things. Let's work. It doesn't tire the system. Install WordPress like 10 times, change it to use different theme or even using Echo theme to do different things. No, anyhow, just work around them, play with them, see error that you commit, ask questions, Google it, ask people, join forum, and so on and so forth. From then, I believe that energy will be continue gather together, and from then you can able to do more. Are you getting me? You can able to do more. Then please, I want to advise between now and next weekend, let's see if possible working with 2 projects. We may just need to ask some of our friends, some of our family, or maybe one particular business idea. I would like to have a school. You can start working on website for school and putting the content together. What you think? See other websites for school, copy idea from them. Even you can even copy their text, copy their image. To it's your system. You are not showing to anybody. It's just on your system. Okay, see those things. When you are doing it, you are learning more. There's a lot of things that will happen during that process, and you can quickly ask more questions about why this thing happen. You can go with it. Hmm? Madam Fatai, Bismillah. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that's very good. I love that question. Thank you. Now, yes, in most cases, not every time you may need to work with demo. Not every time you may need to work with a demo. In most cases, you may not need to work with a demo. Or maybe the team you are working with, the project you are working on, it doesn't not even be on the demo. You need to start working from scratch. And that is why I sent a video for WB Bakery and Elementor for us to watch and learn. Even what I will advise more is that after one project that you have done with demo, try to work with other project without demo. Just use what you see on the demo to build any other one without demo. It's by demo just like fast track the job, and in most cases you may not even see what look like in that demo, which means you are going to start deleting almost everything on that demo. After you are install it, start working from scratch again. Yeah. In most cases you may need to work without demo, but because it's the beginner, that is why I only take us through using demo. But you, by practicing, I will advise you to do more without demo, because even the way they build WordPress and other thing, they are not building that you must use demo. They build in the level that you can use all those tools to build whatever you like. Are you getting me? You build whatever you like, and that is uh, what important for you to do. Are you getting me? Hey, please, as much as you can, you need to practice. Hmm? You need to practice a lot. A lot. Let's say a lot. Practice a lot. So that that can help us to have a stable to work with. Anything, any plugins, any project without any fear. But if you don't practice, you will be like, where can I start from? How can I handle it? How can I do it? All those questions will come in. Eh? All those questions will come in. This is not uh, a it will be more tough for us to work with any project. You have kind of a fear of unknown, because you'll be fear that I don't think I can do this thing. At the end of the day, you lose the project, you lose energy to continue. Just say maybe WordPress yẹn kì í ṣe tó easy jàre, wọ́n kàn fẹ́ náà market ẹ̀ fún wa ni pé kò easy, kò easy jàre. But if you are practicing, even small, you working on a project for 2 3 weeks, it doesn't make any error from you. You're testing your energy and continue doing it small. Today 30 minutes, next tomorrow 30 minutes, another next tomorrow 45 minutes, one day 1 hour, 2 hours, some day even 5 hours. You continue building it. From there, small, everything goes. You complete this project, everything nice, everything done properly. Now you move to another project. There are some things I cannot explain here if you don't work with a project. I can only explain them when you have issue. Like if we look at the last video I sent to the platform as a YouTube video I sent from my own, from Draw Media Academy, you will see that we use that video to solve a particular problem for member of the training as well. There are some issue that there's no way I can explain it. There's no way I can explain those things that I can clear to you if you don't work on the project. And that is why I will urge you to even work in a project without any demo. You have done one with demo. If you want to start another, do it without demo. Start from the scratch and see how you can work around it. Thank you. Any other questions? Okay. If there is no other questions,